What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And David Ornstein and James Pearce and David Lynch have all reported that Liverpool want to sign Martin Zubimendi in January, that our interest hasn't dropped, we are still interested in signing a defensive midfielder. And Jamie Carragher also said that Liverpool have a huge opportunity in the title race and Arne Slot should demand a January signing to give Liverpool the best chance of winning the Premier League title, because when will be the next time that we are so far ahead of Arsenal and Manchester City in a Premier League title race in the first half of the season? So Liverpool of course failed to sign Zubimendi after he changed his mind, and Liverpool still have money laying around to pay his release clause. Zubimendi still hasn't signed a new contract at Real Sociedad, and the Athletic's David Ornstein reported that Real Sociedad's sporting director Roberto Olabe, who is a highly renowned figure in the football industry, he will leave Real Sociedad at the end of the season, and Arsenal are already courting him. He could be the next Arsenal sporting director, and of course he was involved in the negotiations with Liverpool over Zubimendi during the summer, and it seems that Liverpool's interest in Martin Zubimendi hasn't gone away. So how do you feel about that? Do you think Liverpool need to sign a midfielder in the January transfer window to give Arne Slot the best possible chance to win the Premier League title this season, or not? Do you want Zubimendi to be still signed, or do you think Liverpool should move on to another target? Who do you have in mind? Leave your thoughts down below, and if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. So Zubimendi has been targeted by the likes of Arsenal and Liverpool, Ornstein wrote in his article. So far, of course, he has resisted the chance to depart Real Sociedad. However, the admiration continues. So Liverpool still admire Martin Zubimendi, even though Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones and Alexis McAllister have been pretty amazing this season, sensational in fact. And the performance of Zubimendi, Gravenberch and McAllister have been pretty similar this season. Of course, the Zubimendi has come out on top in terms of tackle success rate, 66%, and interceptions made in comparison to the two current Liverpool players playing in the double pivot. So interceptions, Real Sociedad's Zubimendi has 46 and clearances 28. So all three of these metrics, Zubimendi is the first of these three midfielders, but his passing success rate is less than Gravenberch. He has 86.2%. And also both McAllister and Gravenberch have better pass succession rates. So McAllister has 86.6 and Gravenberch 88.7%, which suggests he mightn't be quite as tidy in possession as those two, but he would offer a greater degree of protection. And I'm a little bit surprised by these statistics, because I thought Zubimendi would actually be the best passer of all these players, but it's no surprise that Zubimendi is better defensively a little bit than Gravenberch or McAllister. Of course, Zubimendi has had to do more defensive work at Real Sociedad than Gravenberch and McAllister at Liverpool, and maybe it's also a factor that Liverpool play a more possession-based football, possession-style football than Real Sociedad. And the sporting director leaving Real Sociedad is definitely a big change at Real Sociedad, and this change might benefit Liverpool because they might sense an opportunity and try and go back in for Martin Zubimendi again. And both James Pearce and David Lynch said that Liverpool still have a good relationship with Zubimendi and his agents and representatives. There are no hard feelings between Liverpool and Zubimendi's camp, because it was just a personal decision by Zubimendi to change his mind. And Zubimendi hasn't burned any bridges at Liverpool. That's what David Ornstein and Fabrizio both indicated. So James Pearce said, Liverpool haven't tried to resurrect the Zubimendi deal since it fell through yet, but I don't get the impression that Zubimendi has burned any bridges. Yes, the player backtracked and opted to stay in Spain in August after initially indicating that he wanted to move to Anfield, but Liverpool now know he came under a lot of pressure from Real Sociedad. And Jamie Carragher said Liverpool absolutely need to sign a player in the January transfer window to give them a boost in the title race. And Liverpool's hierarchy acknowledges that Zubimendi would still be a serious option for Liverpool, and he could still be tempted to join Liverpool in the January transfer window if Arne Slot and Liverpool hierarchy thinks that that's the best way forward to sign Zubimendi. And if Richard Hughes is adamant that Zubimendi's transfer is priority number one, then I think it's worth pursuing. And David Lynch, who is a Liverpool-based journalist and he has very good connections inside Liverpool Football Club, he said that Liverpool are still 100% interested in Martin Zubimendi. He explained his belief that Liverpool would still jump at the chance to sign Martin Zubimendi. He said the huge question over Zubimendi isn't whether Liverpool like him or not, because it's 100% that Liverpool like him. We were prepared to pay his release clause of £51 million. Nothing has changed on that front since the summer. He's a player that Liverpool identified they would have been perfect to come in and play this type of football. There hasn't been any change of profile that Liverpool are looking for, but that is something that has happened in the past, by the way. A lot of background work they did on number 6s had to be thrown out once the new manager came in. They were definitely looking for a different profile, more of a metronome like Zubimendi rather than one of those more physical number 6s that Liverpool were looking for previously under Jurgen Klopp, the likes of Romano, Lavia, Moises Caicedo and even Aurelien Tchouameni. So now Liverpool are looking for more of a controller like Zubimendi, and while there's no reason why Liverpool wouldn't like him now, the huge question is if he has changed his mind from the summer or have Real Sociedad changed their mind about wanting to keep him for the rest of the season. We have had no indication from his side that there has been a change and he's ready to go now. But maybe it will come in the summer. We know the way in which Liverpool approach transfers, that they could look at this and think, if we can guarantee we can get him in the summer, we will do it then. Like I say, there is no indication yet. He's willing to move in January, but if Liverpool do get the nod, 100% Liverpool will be back in for him. So yeah, the most likely scenario is Liverpool will sign a defensive midfielder in the summer, and maybe in January if the opportunity arises, like if Zubimendi changes his mind about staying at Real Sociedad, and then if Liverpool get any encouragement from Martin Zubimendi's camp, then Liverpool would jump at the chance to sign him. And Real Sociedad started the season in awful form. Since in the last month they have picked up form, especially in La Liga, where they beat Barcelona last weekend 1-0. So now Real Sociedad is up to like 8th place in La Liga, and they are just 3 points off 5th place, where Osasuna have 21 points, Villarreal and Real Betis have 20 points, and Real Sociedad has 18 points. So the La Liga mid-table is very, very tight. I don't think Real Sociedad can get Champions League football, but they will certainly push for a European place. And Fabrizio Romano even confirmed that Liverpool are still big fans of Zubimendi. But now Arsenal and other clubs are interested in his services as well. And Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Liverpool very much remain firmly in the hunt for Martin Zubimendi. Fabrizio Romano said, "What I want to tell you today is that Liverpool are still monitoring Martin Zubimendi on a consistent basis. So we are watching how he is playing, we are watching Real Sociedad games, we are scouting him basically." It's also true that there are two managers who are big fans of Zubimendi, apart from we know Liverpool and Arne Slot, but Mikel Arteta also appreciates Zubimendi, and Xabi Alonso as well. So what has Fabrizio Romano said about Xabi Alonso? He said, "I can tell you that in the case of Xabi Alonso was going to be the Bayern Munich coach, something they discussed in February or March. One of the signings he wanted at Bayern Munich was Martin Zubimendi." So remember the appreciation of Mikel Arteta and Xabi Alonso for Martin Zubimendi. And now it's rumored that Xabi Alonso will leave Bayer Leverkusen, but not go to Bayern Munich, but to Real Madrid. That's also a rumor. And maybe then, if Real Madrid want to sign Martin Zubimendi, I find it very difficult for Liverpool to compete with them, because I think Zubimendi would like to stay in Spain if possible. But Fabrizio Romano also believes that the departure of the sporting director of Real Sociedad could also be decided with a summer move on the cards for Martin Zubimendi. Now Real Sociedad are losing a key piece in the director Roberto Olabe. So in 2025, in the summer probably, the situation about Zubimendi could change. So far we already told you that Zubimendi has an 86% pass completion rate. He is not a goal scoring midfielder obviously, so he only has 1 goal and 1 assist this season. He's more a defensive midfielder. He made 39 tackles, 17 interceptions and 10 successful dribbles according to this graphic. And Jamie Carragher urged Ornstein to punish Man City with January signing, and that he may never have a chance on a slot as good as this to win the Premier League title, as strange as that might sound. But I think if Man City get punished and get relegated, then Liverpool will have more chances to win the title. But yeah, I agree with Jamie Carragher that Liverpool should take this opportunity and get the most out of it and try and sign a January player, because that would really boost Liverpool's title challenge. Jamie Carragher said, if I was Liverpool, I would be strengthening in January. I would be signing somebody. I was thinking about this. If you are on a slot and let's say an average Premier League manager is at the top club for 2 or 3 years trying to win the league, Mikel Arteta has been there for 4 or 5 years. You are trying to build something. He might never be in this position again, in terms of being 9 points clear of Arsenal, 5 points clear of Man City. There's of course a long way to go, 27 games left. I get that, but we know Liverpool don't do silly things in the transfer market. But if there is something there right now, if there is a player available that would strengthen Liverpool, Jamie Carragher wants to do it. Zubimendi is the player that Liverpool and Ornstein wanted. They ended up putting Gravenberch there, who has been fantastic. If he's the player you want, just go and do it. Sign Zubimendi. If you might never be in this position again. You might be here 3 years, but Man City are Man City and they are 5 points ahead of you at Christmas, maybe next season and 2 seasons from now. So just make it count, Jamie Carragher said. And I agree, if Liverpool have identified a player who can help them in the January transfer window, then we shouldn't hesitate. We should spend the money, we should sign that player, because there might not be as good a chance to win a Premier League title again. You know, I think with Arne Slot, Liverpool will improve gradually season after season, but who knows, if Trent leaves, if Salah leaves, if Van Dijk leaves, if even 2 of these 3 players leave, even if 1 of these 3 big stars leave, Liverpool might be weaker next season and we might not have as good a title challenge next season as this season. Also, it sends a great message to the players who are in the process of negotiating a new contract that Liverpool are ambitious. Liverpool want to win this Premier League title, and in the future we want to win as well. So we are willing to spend money to back the new manager, because remember, the Liverpool owners already spent 10 million on this summer transfer window, really. And yes, we signed from Marmardashvili, but that's for the next summer transfer window. So for this season, Liverpool only strengthened by spending 10 million on Chiesa, who has been mostly injured through no fault of his own. But I think Liverpool should absolutely grasp this opportunity. But it's quite difficult because Zubimendi is a strange player. He's not a regular, usual player who loves to play for a big club or who always dreams about playing for a big club. According to Steve K, Zubimendi doesn't really care about that. According to people I've been talking to, he's a strange man, a strange character. He's someone, Zubimendi, who doesn't care about playing for teams like Liverpool, Man United and Arsenal. He's happy to play where he is, finishing 4th, 5th or 6th. He loves where he lives and that's him. Maybe he's the Matt Lestici of La Liga, I suppose. Then maybe we don't sign Zubimendi. Maybe we sign someone else. There are a few defensive midfielders who would make Liverpool better in the January transfer window, I think. But that's the job of Liverpool scouts, to identify those kind of targets. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinion. So it might not be easy to persuade Zubimendi to join Liverpool, but if not, then we should definitely sign somebody else. That's my opinion. Let me know how do you feel. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a lovely day. See you later. Goodbye.